Good evening, YouTube. Sheldon Palmer II here, reporting from Kansas on my way back home. Hopefully, a lot of you had a good day today. I had a meeting. Fix this a little bit. There we go. Bingo. Bam. Anyway, just got done with my meeting. It was a long meeting about some stuff that me and a group want to do. Nothing that big. Hopefully everybody had a good day today. For me, it was you know what? Today was one of the best days that I've had in a long, long time. Why do you say that, Shelton? Well, let me see. My job didn't require me to do a lot today. It was very, very, very good. It was very good. I didn't have to worry about a lot today. I didn't have to. There's a lot that I didn't have to worry about. Like I didn't have to worry about certain matters in which it happened. No, I'm not making sense. I know I'm not making sense. I'm sorry, but I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely proud of myself that I didn't have a bad day. Because a lot of the times you will have a bad day where I work. It almost never happens, but you will have a bad day nonetheless. Remember when you were a kid and you wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or, in my case, a football player? What would have actually happened if you what would have actually happened if you actually accomplished that? What would have happened if you would have accomplished that? Would you be as successful as you are now? Or would you be in the same place? Or would you actually be even better than you would have thought? That's the question. I know that when I was younger, I wanted to be a NASCAR owner. I wanted to be a basketball player or a football player. Now, let's say what would have happened if that actually would have happened. Let's say that if that plan went through and you actually worked hard for it, where would you be right now? Would you be in the position that you are now, or would you be in a better position? I think for me, I would have been in a better position. Now, I'm not saying that the position I'm in now is bad or anything. I'm saying that it's good. But if you had the opportunity to, if someone were to give you a little bit more than what you were expecting, would you take it? That's a question that almost everybody does not know the answer to because they do not know. The big thing about it is that, and let me get my stuff together here. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Sorry. Had I not left the car dealership that I was, I wouldn't have found this call center job. Now, my dad and a lot of people around in my inner circle told me that I needed to better myself. I needed to further my career. Selling cars was all good, and to those people who will watch this later, I'm not ragging on any of you. I'm not. The car dealership was a good experience. I got my hands in a lot of different areas of cars. but I felt like I was going to be stagnant. I felt like I was going to be stagnant in what I was doing. Now, in some way, shape, or form, I just wish that I would have thought about doing what I did a lot more, because there is so much potential that NASCAR has. NASCAR has so much potential, so much potential. NASCAR is starting to diversify. NASCAR is starting to diversify. But what if the idea that you had as a young person actually came true? Would you be where you are now? And the bigger question is, would you be happier, or would you be just, it's a job. I'm doing what I have to. I'm providing for my family. Would it be that, or would it be, man, I love my job. I can't wait to tell, certain people about my job. I can't wait to get the resource, the referrals to do. To, man, what a job I have. This is awesome. Now, not every job is going to be all cupcakes and roses. No, it's not. It's not always going to be that way. You have to take the good with the bad sometimes. Sometimes you're going to work with people who don't like your work ethic. They want you to work at the same pace that they are. Believe me, I work at a quick pace. I think fast, I talk fast. And I know a lot of people that I come in contact with. They're like, "Wait, what did you say? Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Can you slow down and enunciate?" You remember the episodes of the Cosby Show where Vanessa had that friend that would talk 100 miles an hour. She was explaining something to you, boom, 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 flying at 100 miles an hour, and you wouldn't be able to catch up with her. You wouldn't be able to catch up with her. That's how I am. Now I can't talk as fast as she can, but I have been told that I talk fast. And people don't understand it, and people tell me to slow down and enunciate. And that's what I do to some degree. I'm the type of person that I don't want to have to repeat myself. I just like that to the fullest. I just like repeating myself. I think it's a waste of time. I honestly think that it is a waste of time. That's how I feel. I feel like it's a waste of time. And just a little side note, I'm sorry for what happened this morning. Excuse me, I was on the highway going to work, and all of a sudden the screen went blank. Forgive me. But your work ethic, and one thing that I wish people would never do is suck up. Why suck up? Sorry, there's a motorcycle next to me. That's why you're hearing all the buzzing. Nice bike too. I just don't like suck ups. Suck ups to me are like the scum of the earth. And yes, I just said it. They are like the scum of the earth. I don't like suck ups. Suck ups just drain the life out of me. They see their but I understand. I understand why people kiss up sometimes because they want to better their job. They want to better their position. So I do get that. I do get that. I give them credit where credit is due. I do get that. You'll never see me suck up. I respect my elders. I call everybody I come in contact with, sir, madam, Mr., Miss. It's just a term of endearment, people. But back to my point. What if the job that you wanted actually came true? How would you react to it? If I got a job with a NASCAR team, it doesn't matter what. If I was an intern, uh, secretary, it doesn't matter. I would be very appreciative towards that. And see, that's what people in all kinds of industries don't get is that if you are not if you are not appreciative of what you have, you're going to be jealous all your life. And that's truth right there. You are going to be jealous all of your life. You're going to be miserable all your life. For me, what I do is if a person gets a new position, hey, congratulations, you deserve it. One day I'm going to be on the same level that you are. But the thing about having a new position is you have to get adjusted to all of the new responsibilities that you have. It's not going to be like I said. It's not going to be all cupcakes and rainbows. It's not. So why think that it is? Just because you had a decent position, now you're moving up on the ladder. Now you're getting to that position that you really want, and that position that you really want, you're going to have to handle a lot better than what you do now. It's not hard. It's not hard. But one thing I want people to know is that value your job because there's a person that wants the job just as much as you do. You take your job for granted, guess what? That next person who wants the same job as you, he's going to put in twice as much work as you. She's going to put in twice as much work as you. They're going to be the first ones in, the last ones out. You take advantage of that job and watch. You won't have a job next week. You won't have a job next week. I value my job because I see people who are looking for jobs and I say, wow, that person would really want my job. And if that's the case, you have to step it up 10, 20, even 30 times better than what you've been doing. You take your job for granted, okay, you see another person looking at the position that you have, you better lock it in and put your foot on the gas and don't let up. And another thing that you have to have is initiative. We don't have enough initiative in this country. Well, I'll take that back. We do have initiative in this country. We have as much initiative as the next person. You have to be assertive. You have to, yeah, yes, it's going to suck, but at least you're going for something that you really want. For me, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do in my company, and I'm working towards it. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yes, it's going to take me a while to get there, but at least I'm putting the pedal to the metal and actually doing what I have to do to make sure that when I get that position, it's full speed ahead. See, people don't want to put in the time or the effort, but yet they want to get a raise. Oh, I've been at this company for 5, 10 years. I deserve a raise. No, you don't. You don't deserve a raise. You haven't put in the time or the effort to get a raise. You haven't put enough time in to get a raise. Oh, yes, I do. I've been at this company. No, you haven't. If you haven't put in the time nor the effort, nor put the pedal to the metal, you don't deserve a raise. In my eyes, you don't deserve a raise. Now, in other people's eyes, yeah, yeah, but yeah, you might deserve a raise. But guess what? It's a bad, bad, bad Corvette right there. You don't deserve that raise if you haven't put in the time nor the effort. That's just how I feel. If I had a company and I had a person who was working there 5, 10 years and they felt like they needed a raise, I would look at their job performance. I would look at their job performance, see how well they have done. They done good, hey, you get a raise. If they've done mediocre, give it a little bit more time. If they have totally tanked, no, you're not getting a raise. Well, I've been at this company for 5 years. But look at your job description. I mean, look at your job performance, though. Look at your job description compared to Tom Doe's job. I'm sorry. Look at your performance in this company compared to John Doe's performance in this company. John Doe is climbing up that ladder. You are climbing down that ladder. Now, who's going to get the better job? You, who didn't put in the time or the effort to get that job, to get that position, or John Doe, who has been in every meeting even though he didn't want to be, came to work even though he didn't want to be. Yet you don't want to put in the time or the effort to do the job that you have to do. John Doe is going to get that job. Jane Doe is going to get that job, that position. And then you're going to be sitting in that same spot 2 years later, wanting that same position because John and or Jane has moved up the corporate ladder. Now it's finally your time. Your time has finally come. You look at your job performance, and your qualifications still aren't there. I want people to know that value your job because, like I said yesterday, there is someone who wants the same as you. They want the same as you. They're going to do twice as much as you have to get to where they are. Twice as much. John Doe is going to jump through hoops. John Doe is even going to get your coffee for you. He's going to have it in his brain that, okay, you know what? I want this. I want this position. Let me see who. Let me see what Mr. So and so or Miss So and so needs. Let me see what Mr. So and so likes to eat for lunch. That way I can provide my initiative to get him that. Let me see what Miss So and So likes. So it's all about initiative. If you want to, if you want a better position, you have to put in the initiative. That job's not going to come to you on a silver platter. I can guarantee that. I applied for the call center position in September. I hadn't heard a thing from them. I even went to the company, said, "Hey, you know what? I put in my resume, put in an application such and such a time ago. I wanted to see where the process was at." Lady said, "Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't started hiring yet, but you're in our pool." I said, "Okay." It was about a week before Thanksgiving. Week before Thanksgiving, 2016. And these two ladies, sorry for the buzz, and that's the car right next to me. I don't know if you were able to see that, then you can speed back and see who it was, see what kind of vehicle it was. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. These two ladies come into the dealership. This lady is looking for a vehicle similar to the one that I'm driving, 2015, except hers was a 2014. And she, I took her and I said, "Well, where do you work?" She said, "I work at this place." I said, "Really? I've been trying to get on." She said, and I will never forget it. And I see her from time to time at my job. She says, "Well, come in, get an interview, or come in, we'll set up you an interview and see where it goes." Oh, I was happy. I was happy. Now, as I said earlier, I'm not dogging the car salesman, but I am I am kind of upset that I didn't stay longer. But anyway, as I said, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, moving on. Go to the place the next day, nail, nail, nail the interview, get the job, start the week after. Life is great. Life is great. Like I said, life is what you make of it. Life is your oyster. If it wasn't for them coming in, I don't know if I would have that job. I don't know if I would have that job. I'm forever grateful to those two ladies who came into the dealership. I'm forever grateful for the people who watched me flourish at the car dealership, at the grocery store, and here at this call center. I'm forever grateful. I am forever, forever, forever grateful. Because without those people saying, "Hey, you know what you need to do," I don't know where I would be. Like I said, count your blessings at night because you never know in what position you could be tomorrow. You never know what condition you can be in tomorrow. You can go to sleep happy tonight, wake up tomorrow, and Count your blessings, people. Count your blessings, people. Count them. Count how grateful you have been to all those people who have helped you come through. Count them. You wouldn't even be able to count on your hands, on your fingers. You would not be able to count how many times people have come to your rescue when you needed it. I know people come to my rescue all the time. I'm 28. I'm supposed to have everything together. I don't I don't have as much together. But guess what? I got people looking out for me, saying, "Hey, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on the straight and narrow path that you're on right now. You're doing good." Ladies and gentlemen, follow me on Instagram at TonyGumble21. Like, subscribe, comment on this video. These work to home, home to work videos, oh, they're gonna start spreading like wildfire pretty soon. And I credit it to one person who I watch almost every day, and that is Trucker Brown. Like I said, I probably will never, ever, 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 ever meet Trucker Brown. I will probably never meet Loshawn Parks, the Wright brother, Zenny62, Dame Drops, Chris Smooth, QJB, Your Average Consumer, Soldier Knows Best, MKBHD, Jeff Favignano, Chris C. Snacks. I probably will never meet these individuals, but I do give them credit where credit is due. They put out some really, really good content, and they work their butts off. I'm just trying to get on the same level that they are. I'm trying to have the accolades that they do. I'm trying to be on the excuse me. I'm trying to be on the same level playing field as they are. I know what I have to do. I know what the pros and cons are. Now it's just up to me to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have seen this, as I said, like, share, comment. Follow me on Instagram at TonyGumble21. Follow me here, Shelton Ponder II. The II is for the second. No junior, the second. In the famous words of Eddie Griffin, think it ain't illegal yet. I will say it again. Think it ain't illegal yet. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun 28 minutes talking to you on my way home from work. I'm not sure if I'll do a video tomorrow. I have a important phone call to make. It might be one later, like around. I leave. I leave. Um, I leave home pretty early, and I get to work pretty early. I'm not sure when, but probably after I take that call, I'll do a home to work video. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Palmer saying it's been good. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for everything. Good night.